So it's been around a month and a half since I opened up my very first Etsy shop, and from that point I've made 96 sales, which totals out to just under $500 in revenue. Now the crazy part is I only have like 18 listings, and around 50 to 60% of my total revenue comes from this one listing alone. I'm honestly like super surprised about how well everything's going, so I decided to hop on YouTube and make a quick video basically talking about my experience, my results, and give you guys some knowledge. Oh, and by the way, if you guys don't already know, my name is Georgie and I make videos about different types of side hustles. So if you enjoy this type of content, then make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe. Anyways, let's take a look at my results. All right, so here we are in my Etsy dashboard, and as you can see, actually, let me make this a little bit more accurate. So the very first day was February 20th to April 1st. So yeah, as you can see, I've made $491.56, which is pretty good. I do sell like digital products. So, I mean, pretty much like all this is pure profit, just like minus the Etsy fees. So not too shabby. And then I do have a 4.5 conversion rate, which is once again pretty good. I believe the industry average is around 1 to 3%. So definitely really happy where we're at. I was actually closer to 5 up until 2 days ago, because I started running Etsy ads, and ever since I started running Etsy ads, I don't know why I've been getting a lot less organic visitors, and I've just been getting a lot less sales. I'm not too sure, but I'll definitely make a video on my experience with Etsy ads, as I think you guys will find it really useful. But anyways, yeah, 4.5, I'm still really happy with that. And then this should be 96 or 97 orders. It's not accurate. I'm not too sure why, because when I click on my actual shop, it shows me a different number. But anyways, so this is a graph with all the visitors, and then this is a graph with all the revenue. And as you can see, there's a gradual increase. And once again, the only difference is I just made more listings. That's it. That's super simple. Who would have thought, right? Okay, so it's been a couple days since the last clip, and today has just been insane. Like, I gotta show you this. Boom, right? Dude, I haven't done like any other type of marketing or anything new. I haven't made any new listings. It's definitely not from the Etsy ads. I have no idea what's driving all these sales and all this traffic, but I mean, no complaints. Hopefully it stays like this every day. But yeah, it's just crazy. Like today alone, I have made 1/5 of my total lifetime earnings from Etsy. So it's literally just insane, and hopefully this motivates you guys to start. I'm going to tell you some really useful tips and tricks that I learned along the way in the next couple clips, so make sure you pay attention. First of all, I really want to emphasize the fact that finding the right niche on Etsy is the key to success. Another one. When I was brainstorming ideas for my Etsy shop, I did a ton of different research on, all types of different niches until I found one that kind of met all the criteria, and I honestly think that's one of the biggest reasons for my success. So make sure before you even jump into it, do your own research, actually spend the time. Like, this is arguably the most important step, because if you don't, you're gonna spend all this time making different types of products and whatnot, only for people not to buy it. What I personally recommend doing is, look at different tools like eRank, Sales Samurai, what are some other ones, Everbee. Basically, these are like paid websites that you can use to, get actual accurate data before making your decision. And in my opinion, I think it's really worth it. But there's also tons of free methods. So if you don't want to pay, go on YouTube, watch a bunch of different videos. Like, there's tons of alternatives that are free, and they're actually pretty good too. So you really got no excuse. Now, after you found your niche, it's really important that you optimize all your listings for SEO. If you guys don't already know, SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization, and basically it helps customers find your listings based on relevant keywords, tags, and stuff like that. So really spend the time, researching what's applicable to you and what searches your target market are making, because you really basically want to rank for those searches. That kind of makes sense. This can take a little bit of time, nothing too crazy, but it really helps you rank higher. And actually, you'd be surprised about how many people on Etsy kind of half-ass the step. They get lazy, they just kind of, type it in really quickly, upload it, boom, hopefully it goes well. So just by doing this one step alone, like, you could actually rank higher than like 50% of your competitors. I'm not even gonna lie. Another important factor on Etsy is having great product photos. This is so key. Another one. Because when people are searching through all the different types of listings, your thumbnail is basically what's gonna stand you out from everyone else, right? Essentially, you're gonna be selling very similar types of products, so the picture is what's gonna differentiate you. So I emphasize, make sure you have killer thumbnails. In my opinion, I think my thumbnails are probably like some of the best in my niche. I'm not trying to sound too cocky. That's just how that's just how I think it is. And I think that's also another reason why I'm, getting so many sales and I've been able to grow so fast. Also, besides the photo, make sure you guys have a video on your listing. It just keeps it a little bit more clean, a little bit more professional. It makes it more likely for the customer to click on your listing instead of the other ones that don't have the video. I personally just use Canva to make all my photos and videos. It's probably my favorite software, better than Photoshop in my opinion. Super easy to use. So if you guys don't already have an account, definitely make one. There is a free version, but I think the pro is just so worth it because it's going to help you make a lot more money in the long run. Also, if you're ever stuck on like what kind of designs, photos to make, take a look at all the best sellers in your niche, get some inspiration from the different ones, and then kind of use that to make your very own listing. Don't copy, just use the other ones as inspiration and then make your own. Really important thing. Another thing is just make sure that the products you're selling are actually good and are worth the money that you are charging, right? If you don't do that, you're gonna get a lot of low star reviews and nobody's gonna wanna buy from you because they're gonna see the previous reviews, they're gonna be like, I don't wanna waste my time with this person, and they're gonna go on to the next. So it's really important, make sure your products are actually good. There's actually a famous saying that I saw recently on, I think like TikTok or whatever, but basically, I think it's by Alex Hormozy, yeah. But basically the saying goes like, you can either spend a lot of time creating one good product that'll sell itself, or you can spend a very short amount of time making a product and then spend all the rest of your time trying to sell that product. So try and go with the first option. And finally, I really want to emphasize the importance of patience and persistence. Building a successful Etsy shop takes a lot of time and effort. Your results might not look like mine. So if you don't start getting sales right away, or it takes a little bit longer to hit that 96 or 100 sale mark, don't get discouraged. Just keep doing it. Just like everything in life, nothing good comes fast, right? Take the time. It's going to be a learning process, especially if you've never sold anything online. So take that into consideration. Just keep at it. And eventually, over the course of weeks, months, maybe even years, it will pay off. So to kind of summarize everything, my first month and a half on Etsy has been just like an absolute great learning experience. And I'm excited to continue growing my shop, really. Like, it's a really fun process. It doesn't even feel like work. So I'm super excited about this. I hope all the stuff I've talked about have been really helpful to you. And if you've ever thought about starting an Etsy shop but never did, like honestly, man, what are you waiting for? There's a saying, the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. The second best time to plant one is today. So just start now. It's really simple. Like, you don't have to overcomplicate it. Make one listing, even if it takes you a week or whatever. Make a listing, optimize it, and then keep doing that, keep doing that, keep doing that. Just really focus on making your products as good as possible. And over time, it will work out. You'll start getting sales. As long as you do everything properly, you will see success. And who knows, maybe in your first month and a half, you're gonna make an extra $500, and then after that, 1,000, right? This thing is very scalable because the more listings you have, the more people you'll reach, and the more sales you get. And not to mention, you can also use Etsy ads, which I just started. So there's tons of ways to scale this, and you could easily make 6 figures a year off this alone. So honestly, just start now. There's nothing to be afraid of. But besides that, if you have any other questions, just comment down below or even hit me up on Instagram. This is my handle. But with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button and hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.